Hello everyone, we are going to report our work on digital storytelling or DST project on a film entitled Victoria and Abdul. We base our storytelling on an analysis on the film by Ruth V. Walker of Missouri State University in the Journal of Intergenerational Relationship Volume 60 number 4, and another analysis by Clelia Clini of Loughborough University London in Journal of Post-Colonial Writing Volume 56 number 5. This film highlights the transformative impact of Queen Victoria's relationship with Abdul Karim, an Indian Muslim servant 44 years younger than her. Queen Victoria is played by Judi Dench, while Abdul Karim is played by Ali Fazal, a Muslim actor from India. Directed by Stephen Frears and written by Lee Hall, the film is based on the book The True Story of the Queen's Closest Confidant by Shrabani Basu in 2017, which was written after a thorough investigation of journals, diaries, interviews with dissidents, and other historical documents housed in the Royal Archives. Although based on a well-researched book, the film admits at the opening of the film that it is based on true events mostly, acknowledging the liberties that are often taken when history is told through a Hollywood lens.
Opera drama Victoria and Abdul, while not set in India, tells the true albeit fictionalized story of the unique relationship between Queen Victoria, played by Dame Judi Dench, who reprised the role 20 years after Mr. Born, and Abdul Karim, a Muslim Indian servant-turned-teacher or Munshi, who best friend the Queen during the last 15 years of her life. The film opens in a grove with Abdul, a prison clerk, being recruited to travel to Britain for the Queen's Golden Jubilee 1887 in order to present Her Majesty with a mahar, a ceremonial coin. He sets off to Britain with fellow India Muhammad Beg, with whom he will present the gift, and who is far less enthusiastic than him about their tithes, having been forced to go. Even seeing Abdul during the Golden Jubilee celebration, the Queen takes an instant liking to him and hires him as her personal footman, quickly promising him to Munshi, secretary or teacher, an Indian clerk to the Queen. Abdul thus settles in England, and so does a reclusion Muhammad, who becomes Abdul's servant. The Munshi becomes a personal confidant to the Queen, much to the disapproval and hostility of the entire royal household. Remains in England until Queen Victoria died, after which he is ceremoniously sent back to India. The film closes with an older Abdul who, back in Agra, visits the statue of Queen Victoria and kisses her feet, as the camera moves to reveal that the statue is in front of the Taj Mahal, no less.
Based on Shrabani Basu's 2010 book Victoria and Abdul, the true story of the Queen's closest confidant, the film is set against the backdrop of Britain's colonization of India. It focuses in its entirety on the personal relationship between Queen Victoria and Abdul, which is portrayed as a testimony to the power of friendship and its ability to transcend age, class, and racial lines. Despite being set during the heyday of the British Empire, the film does not offer any in-depth engagement with, let alone critical scrutiny of, the politics of empire and colonialism in India. Occasional reference to political events in the subcontinent, and the monarch's very own admission that she is hated by millions of people all over the world. do little to counterbalance this. Moreover, these hints at self-reflexivity are quickly redressed by Abdul, who reminds the queen that they are there for a greater purpose, that is serving the empire. Even the household's hostility towards Abdul is not contextualized within the ideology of racial superiority championed by the empire, rather than being read as the direct product of the hierarchies of races championed by imperialism and colonialism. Their resentment is portrayed as the consequence of the self-interest of Queen Victoria's petty outrage, family included, who are not pleased with the Queen's newly found enthusiasm for life after Abdul's arrival.
Arrival is portrayed as a life-changing event for the monarch. Before his arrival, Queen Victoria is depicted as a lonely, bored, and tired woman. Her mysterious life before Abdul arrivals is clearly conveyed in the opening scenes. When taken out of bed by her servants, she sits in silence and motionless like a doll, while they dress her and inform her of her engagement for the day. Things change after Abdul, contravening protocol, catches her eye when presenting the queen with the manor. Abdul and Muhammad return safe to India after cancelled as they are requested to wait at another royal banquet. Once again, Abdul defies the order received, kneeling down and kissing the queen feet when presenting the queen with a jelly. Much to her delight, the relationship between the two afterward quickly developed into a very intimate but surely platonic one, as Abdul becomes the queen's closest friend, teacher, and companion, and he follows her to Scotland and Italy. Having become the most important member of her entourage, the film showcases that Abdul's presence instills in the monarch a great curiosity for India, as she asks him to teach her about the country. She rolls and starts taking lessons in Urdu and learning about the Quran.
The interest that the Queen displays towards India and towards Abdul's religion Islam strongly resonates with Theresa May's descriptions of Britain as a country that has always looked beyond Europe to the wider world, reducing colonialism to a sort innocuous interest in other countries and cultures. The Queen's curiosity towards India and towards Abdul's culture come across as the Queen's desire to respectfully learn more about the territories she reigns over, and it is quite in contrast with the cultural politics of the empire, effectively stated in Thomas Macaulay's famous Minute on Indian Education. From Abdul's character, we learn about pride, survival, and gentleness. While being in a foreign country and different people and culture, Abdul is able to maintain their identity and values as an Indian Muslim man. He is even able to persuade and influence the Queen of Britain to accept him the way he is, as well as to learn more about his country and religion. The Queen's acceptance and admiration may come from Abdul's bravery, gentleness, and well-articulated speech, despite the fact that he is just a servant from the Queen's colony. Their relationship even grows better and better while the other royal members show jealousy to him. As depicted in the film, Abdul does what the Quran says. Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu rka'u wasjudu wa'budu rabbakum waf'alul khaira la'allakum tuflihun. O you who have believed, bow and prostrate and worship your Lord and do good, that you may succeed. Surah number 22 Al-Hajj, or the Pilgrimage, verses 77. This verse teaches us how doing good deeds or kindness equals worshipping God Himself. There are more than 200 verses in the Quran stating God's commands of good deeds.
Inspired by Abdul Karim's character in the film, we believe that we must be proud of our identities as Muslim. However, we must show this pride in a gentle way, without understanding other form, other religions and backgrounds. As shown in the film, although he is in a foreign country of non-Muslims, he is able to keep his faith and even influence the Queen to correctly understand Islam, the Muslim, and the Indians. In the film, he may be accepted by the Queen alone, but it is enough to preach a person who has the highest hierarchy power in the empire to show the beauty of Islam to non-Muslims, while other royal members don't like his presence. Abdul is still capable of controlling his emotion and focus only on the Queen who accept him as a wall. Upon this inspiration, we will keep our fight as Muslim wherever we are. We may be destined one day to go to a non-Muslim country like the UK, but we promise to act as good Muslims as exemplified by Abdul in the film. As teacher candidate, we promise to pass down the Muslim pride to our Muslim students. As for non-Muslim students, we will show our respect to them and their religious belief. In terms of teaching and caring, we put them all, Muslim and non-Muslim students, equally without discrimination.